Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for watching my presentation video this time. And thanks to our lecturer, Mrs. Foras, for giving me the opportunity to be able to present my topic. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Bella Antari Asmarandiwi, and I am pharmacy student of Al Ghifari University. I'm from class Pharmacy 1B. Today, I will talk about the effectiveness of bay-leaf extract to lower uric acid levels in patients with gouty arthritis. So, in this presentation, I will divide my presentation into 8 parts. The first part is the definition of hyperuricemia. The second part is the definition of uric acid. The third part is the definition of gouty arthritis. The fourth part is the bay-leaf as traditional medicine. The fifth part is the content of bay-leaf. The sixth part is the taxonomy of bay-leaf. The seventh part is the benefits of bay-leaf. And the last part is the conclusion. Okay, let's start to the first part is the definition of hyperuricemia. Hyperuricemia is a condition characterized by increased uric acid levels in the blood above normal limits. Hyperuricemia can be caused by increased uric acid metabolism or overproduction, decreased uric acid excretion in the urine, or under-excretion, or a combination of both. Hyperuricemia is also a risk factor for the onset of gouty arthritis. Okay, move to the next slide. The second part is the definition of uric acid. What is the uric acid? Uric acid, or gout, is a crystalline acid that is the end result of purine metabolism. Uric acid found in the body can come from outside, namely from a diet high in purines, and from within, which is the end result of purine metabolism. Uric acid is closely related to a person's unbalanced diet. High uric acid levels will cause an increase in needle-like uric acid crystals, especially in the joints, which will cause pain in the joints. Excess uric acid in the blood is a serious problem, especially for people aged 40 years and over. Excessive blood uric acid levels can cause a disease called gouty arthritis. Uric acid is also a substance of purine breakdown or waste product in the body that is the result of purine catabolism assisted by the enzymes guanase and xanthine oxidase. Okay, the next point is going to talk about the definition of gouty arthritis. What is gouty arthritis? Gouty arthritis is an inflammatory process or swelling that occurs due to the position of deposits or deposit of uric acid crystals in the tissues around the joints or tophi. The stage of gout consists of 4 phases, namely asymptomatic, acute, intercritical, and chronic gout. The disease is not deadly, but it causes severe pain and reduced quality of life. Gouty arthritis is a disease that is widely suffered by the world population, which can affect men or women due to metabolic disorders in humans. Gouty arthritis is a metabolic disease in which there is an excessive accumulation of uric acid in the body, characterized by recurrent attacks of acute joint inflammation, sometimes accompanied by tophus formation and chronic joint damage. If left untreated, the existing crystal deposits will cause severe damage to the joints and soft tissues. Okay, move on to the next slide. The next point it's about belief as traditional medicine. One of the plants that is thought to be efficacious in overcoming gout by reducing uric acid levels in the blood is a decoction of bay leaves or Syzygium polyanthum wick. Bay leaves are very useful for treating gout. The parts of the tree that can be used as medicine are the leaves, bark, roots, and fruit. The effect of bay leaves is as a urinary and pain reliever. Bay leaves are able to increase urine production or diuretic, which can reduce uric acid levels in the blood. This bay leaf is a substitute for uric acid lowering drugs other than allopurinol in the form of xanthine oxidase inhibitors or uricosuric drugs such as probenecid, which are of natural origin. The next point is going to talk about the content of bay leaf. The chemical content contained is in this bay plant includes saponins, triterpenoids, flavonoids, polyphenols, alkaloids, tannins, and essential oils consisting of sesquiterpenes, lactones, and phenols, which consists of sesquiterpenes, lactones, and phenols. Bay plants contain tannins, flavonoids, alkaloids, and essential oils consisting of citrate and eugenol. The flavonoid content in bay leaves also has activity as an antioxidant that can inhibit the work of the enzyme xanthine oxidase so that the formation of uric acid is inhibited. Okay, move to the next slide. The next point it's about taxonomy of bay leaf. The following is the taxonomy of bay plants. Among other is the divisio is Spermatophyta. The subdivisio is Angiospermae. The class is Dicotyledone. The order is Myrtales. The family is Myrtaceae. The genus is Syzygium. The species is Syzygium polyanthum wick. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. The next point it's about the benefits of bay leaf. In addition to treating gout, bay leaves can also be used as first high cholesterol medicine, second diabetes or diabetes mellitus, third high blood pressure or hypertension, fourth stomach ulcers or gastritis, and the last is diarrhea disease. Okay, and then the last part is about conclusion. The conclusion of the presentation material this time is one of the plants that is efficacious in reducing uric acid levels in the blood is bay leaf or Syzygium polyanthum. Bay leaves contain tannins, flavonoids, alkaloids, and essential oils consisting of citrate and eugenol. Bay leaves are able to increase urine production or diuretic, so it can reduce uric acid levels in the blood. Bay plants can also treat various other types of disease, not only can treat gout. Okay, let's move on to the question and answer. Are there any questions about this presentation? Okay. If you don't have a question, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, the next slide is the source. This is the source that I used for this presentation. The source written by Intan Fajar Ningtyas and Muhammad Riki Ramadian. Okay, everyone, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching and attention. I apologize if my mistakes or speech are less pleasing. Hopefully, the material that I convey can be new knowledge for all friends and can be useful for all friends in the future. See you again and have a nice day. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.